First and foremost, our hope is that the public engage with the land in a way that inspires a conservation ethic that then drives more land protection into the future.
We've been working in partnership with the Inland Northwest Land Conservancy, along with the Spokane Tribe and Washington State Park Service, to secure over 1,000 acres of land, which is this beautiful piece of land and in the Spokane Tribe's ancestral territory.
The completion of this project has been a vision for our organization for over 20 years. Literally decades of relationship building to allow us to make such a sizable conservation purchase.
You know, it's over 1,000 acres. It's right in close to Spokane. It's right along the Little Spokane River. It was just like, well, of course, even though we knew it was going to be a big lift. Let's get it done, and let's be the partner that comes to the table, which is what we've done, is to borrow money in order to make it happen. So that we had the ability to be nimble enough to make sure it was preserved at a point when the family was ready.
INLC was a driving force behind this. There is no doubt about that, and without them, I don't think we'd be standing here today having this conversation. With urban growth and population growth, not only in Spokane, but across the world, projects like this one are tremendously important for our future generations to have access to the beauty and the wonder of nature that exists where we live here in the Pacific Northwest.
Glen Tana hit its heyday in 1900 to maybe the Depression. Back in the late 1800s, my great-grandfather Thomas Griffith married Charlotte Brown. When she gave him a daughter, he bought the first 80 acres. And then over the next couple of years, he ended up buying up to 2,600 acres. Lots of pressure always on this place. So yes, you're right, this is the last piece of property of this size, other than farmland, probably close to a city in Washington. You now see houses. You didn't see them. They're right up to our fence there. And this is the last piece that people are then going to be able to see what it looked like, I think.
Because of the connectivity that this project provides between Waikiki Springs Nature Preserve and all the rest, the remaining 12,000 acres of Riverside State Park, this was such a precious conservation opportunity that we felt like it was a far better outcome to see the land permanently protected than developed with homes.
Spokane itself was number 5 in inbound migration in the country over the pandemic. So another 1,000 acres to put recreators on, I mean, that's significant.
We're all aware of the development pressures that are happening in Spokane, and to think this could have stayed in private hands, or it could be managed in a way that there's public access, and also meeting some of the other goals like the tribe's goals of salmon restoration.
This is really a pivotal moment, not only for Spokane, but for the state of Washington and the Northwest as a whole.
That stretch of water, knowing that this is going to be a future location for the Spokane tribe to be able to rear juvenile salmon, to be able to be there in that space and time, and being able to reflect back on the past and our ancestors.
Pull it out.
So the Little Spokane River has a lot of flow coming in from the Spokane Valley Raton Prairie Aquifer, just upriver at the Waikiki Springs site. That water is clear, it's clean, and it's cold. That's critical for all of our salmonids, for bull trout, for rainbow trout, and all those fish species that should be hanging out in this river. It's amazing what you can find in these riparian zones, and again, 2 miles of river is several hundred acres of riparian habitat. It's fantastic, and it's some of the most diverse habitat in eastern Washington. Realizing that we're 10 minutes from downtown Spokane, there's no train noise, there's no freeway noise. You can hear the birds, you can smell the wet grass. It's relaxing. A place like this is just too precious to let be developed. I'm glad it's permanently protected.
with all of the noise and the distractions in life right now, to come out here and just take a breath and to feel the breeze and the smell of the straw in the grass. There's something stilling and quieting about it.
Daily I take a hike to nature and where there's nobody around and be able to think and to have quiet. It quiets my soul. It's peace-giving. And once it's gone, it's gone.
I think it's up to every generation to look around and see what are those other special areas that are maybe under threat and that need to be preserved. And this is clearly one of them, and maybe the largest single contiguous piece of property close into an urban area in the state of Washington that is now available to be conserved forever.
I think the love of land is very important. That's the piece that's for me. It will always be here. It probably inspire other people to get out and about and do some outdoor stuff, which is what I think everybody needs to do.
I think we all know the importance of spaces like this to our lives. Spaces where you can only hear nature, creation. My family we can't preserve it by ourselves, but we can partner with the INLC and they can get it done. And we collectively can save a space like this.
The time that I've spent here is really grounding me in this work, and I look forward to others having that opportunity as well.